This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
We are proud to announce that we have selected Mr. Gabe Gore as the next City of St. Louis Circuit Attorney.
St. Louis has a new head prosecutor. Just an hour ago, Governor Mike Parson announced that Gabe Gore will be the city's new circuit attorney. Thanks so much for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Gore will replace Kim Gardner, who stepped down earlier this week after months of controversy. 5 on your side's Christine Byers has been following this story from the beginning. She was there for today's announcement. Christine?
Kay, about 100 people packed the hallway outside the circuit attorney's office for what could be the biggest announcement in public safety for our region all year. That includes the mayor, the governor, the attorney general, the sheriff, and the city of St. Louis police chief. And the newly named circuit attorney says it's symbolic of the relationships he wants to rebuild to make the office successful. Gore is a former U.S. attorney, and he does not have experience in state courts. He currently works for the Dowd Bennett law firm. During this morning's announcement, Governor Parson said he selected Gore because he believes he's the best candidate to get the office back on track. Gore says he takes the job seriously and is ready to get to work. He says his first priority is hiring staff, and his second priority is rebuilding relationships with the leaders who joined him for that announcement today. I asked him, how does he plan to put the public before the high-profile, highly politically connected clients he's leaving behind?
You can look at the things that I've done in service of the community, and you won't find any connection to me pursuing anything other than things that I thought were important for the community. That's what I'm doing here. That is my only goal and focus in pursuing this, and I think that my work will speak for itself.
He is definitely with a well-respected, high-profile law firm. But I'm going to assure you this. You know, I've been through this process many times as governor, probably more times than I've wanted to be right honest about it. To give up that and to be able to do this says a lot for the character of somebody that he's put in the city of St. Louis before a high-profile law firm and money.
Now, Gore has been tapped by the governor's office in Missouri before. Former Governor Jay Nixon appointed him to serve on the Ferguson Commission following all of the unrest there. Okay?
Christine, when will Gore be officially sworn in? Do we know?
Yes, so we found out from the governor's office today that Gore plans to resign from the law firm on Friday, and they plan to then swear him in on May 29th, that following Monday.
And have you been able to reach out to anyone in the circuit attorney's office to hear what their reaction is to Gore's appointment?
There were a few members of what remains of the staff that actually attended the announcement today, and I did get a chance to kind of talk to them, and they said they're just ready to get back to work. They want stability, they want direction, and they're happy to have a sense that there is a new leader in place.
All right, thank you so much. Christine Byers reporting for us live at noon. Here's what we know about Gabe Gore. He's a trial lawyer at the Dowd Bennett law firm. The firm focuses on complex civil litigation and white-collar defense. Before that, Gore clerked for Eastern Circuit Court of Appeals Judge John Gibson, and the Detroit native will remain in office until next year's election. The Missouri State Auditor is moving forward with an audit of the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office despite the new leadership. Scott Fitzpatrick says Kim Gardner stood in the way of an audit by refusing to produce basic financial documents. In a statement, Fitzpatrick says, one way or another, Kim Gardner will have to answer for her time as circuit attorney. Her sudden resignation doesn't negate the duty my office has to make sure the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office is transparent and accountable. The audit, which originally began 2 years ago, is expected to wrap up later this year. Thousands of cases remain in limbo, leaving victims and their families waiting for justice. The murder trial of Quentin Roberts is set to begin Monday. He's accused of killing 25-year-old Isaiah Danforth last January. Danforth's mother says the prosecutor in charge of the case resigned last month, and she's not heard from the circuit attorney's office.
I feel like you didn't think about us, you know, as the family is concerned, because what do we do now? You know, not only are we dealing with the death of our loved ones and how the case is actually going to go, now we have to sit and worry about who's going to take over our case now.
Danforth says she's hoping these changes will be positive ones for victims and their families. Stay with 5 on your side as we continue to follow the latest developments surrounding the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office. Tonight we'll have reaction from city leaders and civic leaders, and we'll dig into the political ramifications of the selection.
Well, weather has been interesting, hasn't it, over the past week? We've had the upper level wildfire smoke that we're still keeping our eyes on, and also now a front is pushing in, and back behind it, sinking air with high pressure. So we'll be watching that wildfire smoke to see if any of that comes down closer to the surface. But right now, clouds are on the increase, and we had some sunshine earlier, which helped to pop that temperature up to 82 right now in St. Louis. And on the radar, we're watching that too. Nothing around the city. Then you go up into Lincoln County, northwest Lincoln County, also Pike County, some scattered showers in here. Nothing severe. So far, no lightning strikes, but maybe a couple of downpours that are approaching the Ellsbury area within the hour here, and then just north of Bowling Green and right around Frankfort. So headed to the game tonight, there might be an issue with the shower, especially the beginning of the game, and 68 degrees at that point in time at 7 o'clock as the Dodgers and the Cards play. 63 at 10 p.m. and of course that visible satellite showing the clouds moving in. So Kay, I'll time out the rain coming up in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. Developing today, a double shooting leaves a man dead and a woman injured in North St. Louis County. Officers responded to the scene last night on Shepley Drive. They found the man dead. The woman is expected to survive. Police say the suspects walked up to the victims outside a business and started shooting at them. There have been no arrests. Another shooting left a woman dead earlier this week at the very same location. Another shooting on the Illinois side of the river. Police found a person shot in a vehicle this morning on State Street in East St. Louis. The victim's been taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. That person's name is not being released.